Race 9 on Saturday at Santa Anita is a race that I'm really looking forward to, not because of wagering value, but because a favorite sprinter in California makes his comeback in the California Cup Sprint. It's a 6 furlong race for older Calbreds. And again, from a betting perspective, probably not a whole lot of value, but from a sporting perspective, Brickyard Ride is just a fun horse to watch run. He does his stuff up on the front end. He is fast. He is good. And when he fires, there are not many sprinters in California that are as good as he is. Brickyard Ride won this race a year ago at age 4. He's coming in off a layoff. He's now 5 years old, but he's training well. And we're going to find out if he is as good this year as he was last year, and I don't see any reason to believe that he is not. It's a field of 8 in the Cal Cup Sprint, and I guess one could argue that Brickyard Ride is a potential single in the pick 6. The only problem is that Brickyard Ride is going to be a relatively short price. So if you're looking for a likely winner to single, then Brickyard Ride is probably your type of horse. I don't like to single horses that everybody else is singling. It just because I like to single horses that maybe deviate from the norm. That way, if you beat Brickyard Ride, you're going to knock a lot of people out of the pick 6. I'm not suggesting he'll get beat because honestly, I don't think he will. I'm just saying that it's kind of a master of the obvious type of single Brickyard Ride. So there's the field. Brickyard Ride is expected to start favored in his first start since last summer. He faces some good, solid, in-form horses, including Positivity, Let's Get Lucky, Principe Carlo, and Cold Fiction. But the horse to beat is the guy who won this race a year ago. It's Brickyard Ride. He's trained by Craig Lewis. He's a son of Clubhouse Ride. And by the way, Craig Lewis, jockey Juan Hernandez, and progeny of Clubhouse Ride are really positioned for a potentially big afternoon. They're represented by Margot's Boy in the Unusual Heat Turf Classic and Warren Showtime in the Downhill Sprint for fillies and mares. But the star of the Brickyard Ride progeny, I believe, is really the star of the Clubhouse Ride progeny is Brickyard Ride. He's a fast dude. Let's take a look at his win a year ago in the Cal Cup Sprint. He entered this race off a dismal effort at Los Alamitos, but boy, did he put it together a year ago in the Cal Cup Sprint. This is Brickyard Ride winning in a romp by nearly 4 lengths with a 99 Beyer speed figure. At the time, that was his career high figure. So was it a fluke? No, it really wasn't. He would come right back and win the Grade 2 San Carlos, and a couple starts later, he would earn a 104 Beyer speed figure, winning the Thor's Echo. Now, what happened last summer to Brickyard Ride? Well, he ran in the Bing Crosby and he ran in the Pat O'Brien. In the Bing Crosby, he stumbled at the start, rushed, and cracked. In the Pat O'Brien, the gate was left open before the start, and Brickyard Ride took off before they were ready to run the race, and he ran about, I don't know, maybe a 16th of a mile, had to be reloaded, and that was it. After a couple of bad luck situations, trainer Craig Lewis and owner breeder Sonny Pace decided that, you know what, somebody is trying to tell us something. Maybe it's the racing gods. We're going to give this guy a break and bring him back at Santa Anita, where he has scored 6 of his 8 wins on the main track at Santa Anita. 6-time winner on the Santa Anita dirt. Brickyard Ride is training very well for his comeback. If there is a knock on Brickyard Ride beyond his likely low odds, it's that he does not always break that quickly from the gate. The first jump or two out of the gate for Brickyard Ride are not his best strides. But once he gets going, he's a fast guy, and he should race gate to wire, assuming no mishaps coming out of the gate. If he does misfire, well, it's really anybody's race. Principe Carlo, Positivity, and Cold Fiction, last time out in the Cary Grant, let's take a look at the stretch run of the Cary Grant. And these 3 good, solid, honest, hard-knocking Calbreds, Principe Carlo, Positivity, and Cold Fiction on the lead there, they're going to come down to the wire together, and they kind of separate themselves from the field but they also finished in kind of a bunched up fashion. Principe Carlo would win the race in a photo over Positivity and Cold Fiction. And as often the case when 3 or more horses hit the wire together, the race came back as relatively low rated. It was a 92 Beyer speed figure for the winner. And those 3 horses will have to win from behind. It's a long-winded way of saying this. Brickyard Ride is supposed to win the Cal Cup Sprint. Now, the best horse does not win every race. And yes, he's coming in off a layoff, and he does have some problems at times getting out of the starting gate. But if Brickyard Ride breaks running on Saturday at Santa Anita, he should be long gone in the California Cup Sprint, race 9 of 10, Saturday at Santa Anita.